Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crafty Concepts with Erin. If you are new here, then welcome. I'm so happy to have you. If you love all things scrapbooking and card making, you are in the right place. I have this 4x4 photo of my son and his girlfriend, and I'm going to be creating a scrapbook layout with the perfect match collection that you see right here. Along with these pattern papers, I'm bringing in, this is the mint cardstock. We're going to be using the lighter side. Oops, I put a little crease in it. That's okay, it's a background piece. I definitely want to use this kind of brush stroked pink page and then the ledger sheet there. So I went ahead and cut this down to 11.5, so we have a 1/4 inch margin all the way around. And I'm going to use my black ink and just go around the edges. I want to show you guys how I organize my ink circles. I have these little bags. They're 2x2 square. I ordered them on Amazon, and I just bought this little plastic tray at, I think, Lowe's. It's just an organizer bin. And so I just hold them, all my little pouches in there, and every ink color I have gets its own ink blending foam. So you just pull it out of the bag, and the label, I used a Dymo electric tag label maker. There's a mouthful. But yeah, it's pretty handy, and it's working well for me. So I've sped this part up. I'm just going around adding black ink just to give it some definition and help these layers stand out. Now this layout I will be creating was inspired by another YouTuber, Kelsey Webster, and I will go ahead and leave her video that inspired me in the description box below. I want to make sure and give her credit because it was an awesome layout. So I'm going to be folding up this corner to reveal that cute pattern on the opposite side. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I think that's good, so I'm going to give it a good crease. And then this little pattern paper, we're going to slide under there to create some layers. So I want to carry that same ledger paper over. So I've cut this down into a strip, and then I have another piece of the mint cardstock, and I think I'm going to dovetail those towards the bottom and make them kind of banner pieces. So since there is lines on this, I can go ahead and just cut it straight across. I cannot cut a straight line without a line to save my life, so this makes it easy. But I like to cut up from the center and then from each corner, and it gives you a perfect little dovetail or fishtail, whatever you want to call it. So for this piece, I need to shorten it. I'm definitely going to bring in my Fiskars little mini trimmer here. It's a photo trimmer. Cut that off, and then we will cut up from the center and repeat that process. I like doing this a lot. It just adds so much. It just is interesting. It's nice to look at, and it really gives some character to your papers. As I mentioned earlier, this is the Perfect Match collection, and Close to My Heart has this available. It's a special going on through February 28th while supplies last. Look, we can save that little piece for another project. This collection definitely has like a Valentine vibe to it. I've done a couple layouts now, none of which have been Valentine's, but you know, they're cute couples photos, so it just kind of goes along with the theme. So I am definitely doing a lot of inking on this layout, but it's worth the extra time. I think that it just helps, like I said earlier, define those layers. You could layer everything with black cardstock too, but this to me keeps the bulk down, and it's quicker. So I just need to get these last few pieces in place, and then we can bring in all the fun embellishments. I know that's the part that everybody loves most. I did do quite a bit of stash diving on this layout too, and that always makes me super duper happy. I love shopping my stash and rediscovering products that I forgot I had and love them all over again. This title says Best Ever, and you can see it's got kind of a notebook paper vibe to it. That actually came from these compliments. These are the school days compliments. I mean, this has been around for a long time, but I thought it made a good title for this page. And I went ahead and inked around the edge with black. Now this is the coordinating sticker sheet, and you can see there's not a whole lot left. This one flower was a sticker. It was the only sticker on there I had left. So I went ahead and fussy cut these florals from that pattern paper. So some of them are corner pieces or they're chopped off, and that's not going to matter. We're going to use them. This is a whole piece, and I just wasn't ready to cut into it. So these are all I had left from the remaining sheet. So just by tucking them under the edge, you'll never know you're missing part of the flower. So I like to, use my pieces to where they're kind of one is over the top of an element and the other is behind it. So for example, on this photo, I have one sticker over and one sticker behind. And I will slide this little guy up under that flower. And I'm going to bring in this little sticker here. It says me and you, and that'll be our piece that goes over this cluster. I'm going to do my journaling right in this area here. So I have this tag. This is the Tabs and Tags thin cut. So I went ahead and printed it out on my computer and then just put the tag over the journaling and cut it out. And I love doing this. And then we'll go ahead and tuck these. See, I have my one piece behind, my one flower over the top. And now let's shop that stash again. These acrylic pieces are from the Happiest Place collection, and none of these are, they're no longer available, but I want to bring in more black to this layout, so these pieces are perfect. There's the little camera and the two little hearts, and then these acrylic shapes are from the Summer Vibes collection. I remembered I had these little glasses, and I thought, oh, how perfect, because they're wearing the shades in the picture. So we'll go ahead and get these tacked down, and then I'm going to add these acrylic pieces to my embellishment clusters. So I think I'll put a heart in each one, a couple hearts there. I love how they have the solid piece and the outline piece. And then little glasses, I'm not 100% sure where, but we'll leave them there for now. So I need a heart for this area here, and I don't have any other black ones, but we do have these white acrylic hearts. You can totally take any alcohol marker and color these in to customize what the shade they are. So I'm just taking a black marker and I'm just going to color it in, and then I'm going to have another black acrylic heart to go in this cluster down here. I like repeating elements when you're embellishing, and it just really helps to kind of tie everything together. So that's why I wanted to have at least one little heart in this and an acrylic piece down in this lower right-hand corner as well. So I'm just using the little bullet tip to go around and color the edge. And I like to glue these down with liquid glass. So you don't need the fine tip applicator for this part. So just give it a good squeeze. And this works really, really well for holding down acrylic pieces. I've tried some other liquid adhesives for these acrylic pieces, and I really like this one. I think it works better than the others I have tried. So I'm just going around this edge carefully. I don't want this to squish out when I push it down. So just, you don't need a whole lot, just a nice little covering. So I've just about got this collection used up, and that's really cool. Nothing more satisfying than finishing up a kit. It's funny, like I said, I didn't really use it for any Valentine's photos, but we're not really big Valentine's Day people. I'm not sure why. I don't have anything against it. I think it's fun, but I don't know. We just never really picked up any traditions, and we don't ever really do much. And of course now, with everything kind of on lockdown and whatnot, I don't think too many people will be going out for Valentine's Day dinner. I don't know. What do you guys like to do to celebrate this holiday? I can remember when my boys were younger, we used to bake cookies. That was kind of a big deal, just like a sweet treat. So that was fun. So you saw I just inked up the edge of that tag, and I want to add a little bit more detail to make this look more tag-like. So I dug into my office supplies when they have these hole reinforcers. So I have this tri-blend marker, and it matches the mint color really well. So I'm just coloring in this little white hole reinforcer, and then I will go ahead and line that up on the tag. So it is a little bit of a glossy finish, so I just want to make sure that was dry. And now the holes don't quite match, so I'm just going to take that same marker again and color the white portion that's showing on the inside. And there, isn't that cute? I think that added a whole bunch to this tag. So I just put adhesive foam on the back half because where we folded over that pattern paper, it's creating some depth. So on that side, I just have tape runner and the foam in the back so it lays nice and flat on our layout. And then same thing, I only put the foam on the bottom of our flower and then tape runner on the top. So this lays nice and smooth. I've gone ahead and tied a white bow with some twine, and I'm going to put a good squeeze of liquid glass right in the center and then just press the knot of this bow right down in that, and that'll dry and hold it securely in place. I'm going to twist it so it's not covering my text there. So I have this little file tab die, and I'm going to line this up with this XOXO and just create a little tab. So I want to bring just a little bit more of that pattern paper over to the opposite side of the layout. So I'm going to tuck that right behind my photo, and that just draws your eye across. So I love the way this turned out. I love this folded corner and all those little items kind of layered together down there. I just think it looks really fun. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you are not already a subscriber, I would love to have you be part of the Crafty Concepts with Erin community. Here's a few more videos I know you will enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.